This is Caravan Salon Düsseldorf, and Burstner has got an entirely new look to it, and no doubt to the chagrin of their dealers who are going to be stuck with the old look stock. And but never mind, might talk about that later. This is a B66. It's a new range, so somewhat similar to the old range, TD732. So this vehicle is not as revolutionary as some of the other stuff that it has brought out, because it does look quite similar to former models. 83,000 euros, and it's 719 centimeters in length. It comes with a face-to-face layout at the front. We've got a bed in the ceiling. We've got under these face-to-face, you've got chairs under there which will face forwards. We've got a double floor here. It's very similar to the double floor that they had before. In this case, there's a ladder in there. There's a ladder in there for the bed, which is above me. And kitchen here looks the same as before. 2 burners, sink, storage down here. Got a step there to trip over. There's your shower with its duckboard in place. Why can they put a duckboard when it's not necessary, but in some of the new vehicles where it is necessary, they can't be bothered. Over here you'll find there's 2 drainage points there. If I close this thing here, toilet, and we've now sort of shut ourselves up from the front. A double bed, what do you call it? A queen bed at the back, storage at either side, storage above. We've got a window at either side, and here we'll find there's a room divider, a door, sliding door like that. So I'm now closed in. Oh, you can't see, sorry, I was trying to demonstrate through the mirror, but you can't see. Right, okay, there you can see there. All right, that's sort of what it should be like. Anyway, let's open this up before I get claustrophobic, and open this one up as well, and have a walk down here. Here's the fridge. And if this comes down, I'll demonstrate it for you. We've got this in the firing position. Is there anything in the way? Normally you'd have to remove, I think this would have to be removed. Oh, it's already, so it was ready to remove anyway. Put this down here. Anything else in the way? Can you see anything? Right, okay, this is coming down now. Okay, that's as far down as it's going to go. What's it look like down here? It looks a bit, sorry, it looks a bit wobbly. I don't think it is, or is it? I think it is. No, there's something here. This maybe a reason for that not being straight, which I don't know yet. It's not straight on that side, so it's supposed to be like that. Okay, right, but this looks flat. Under the bed, we'll find one of these things here. Great thing. You can get this company in UK, not Norfolk, called Ship Shape Bedding on the Norfolk Broads. You can get one of them about £70 or something like. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Ever since I got it, I have not had any mold in my vehicle at all. And if I forget to put the link, Ship Shape Bedding is what it's called. Right, there you've got that and that, which will attach to here and here. And that's to stop you falling out of bed. And you'll find one of them, or 2 of them I should say, at the other end. You've got catches. You can't see the catch, I'll make it bigger. There's a catch, and there's one on the other side as well. Now the ladder was to get up via here. What you do if it gets stuck, there's a manual override, and it's not as bad. You can look at some of my films from the past and you'll say it was difficult with these things. These beds are getting better and better and better. So okay, Lippert components, manufactured in Italy, and so it really is, it's nowhere near as bad as it was when they first came out. They sort of it's not work, then you had to take them back to the service centre, or if you had to do it yourself, then it really did have to go back to the service centre because you couldn't sort of repair it yourself. All of well, maybe that might still happen, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Let's put this back up. I'm going to press the button here and you can see the whole thing going up. Also note, it's nice and thin as well. There's the bed coming up and down. Yeah, sorry, I thought there was a problem here when I actually put the thing down, but it's definitely supposed to be like that because it's the same at both sides. And if I open this up as well, we'll see what this looks like. There's, you know, obviously there's weight limits and things like this. I'm going to turn this around to stop people playing with it. You can't put too much weight in these drawers, and you certainly can't have people, children or something, sitting on it when you're sort of moving them up and down. I really do want to make that clear, because I've seen people at trade fairs doing things like that. I mean, I've told them to stop it, but I actually on my own initiative, I don't go and get a member of staff, I just tell them to stop it directly. Yeah, if they want to buy something, then break it. I mean, look at all these vehicles that I've broken and doing these videos, and that's why I've got no money. I've got a huge car park full of motorhomes that I broke. Good. Did I show this fridge? I can't remember. I don't think I did, because I probably made a comment about that thing in there. Nice fridge. You can see the score on the electricity and on the water here. Now the Heimer brand is now telling you to 1%. So it's not like most of us have like 25, 50, 75, 100, and it don't really work very well. Incidentally, I'll do a video on this. If this is giving incorrect readings, you clean the inside. You go into the water tank, clean the inside, the sensors that come down, clean them, and it'll change it completely. I'll do a video on how to do that. There's your cassette, and here we've got the bed. So now where the fun and games are going to continue. Lippet component here, there's the bed. Does it work? Let's see. That was a very, very smooth working. Very nice. Let's come and have a look. See what that's done? Okay, that you might find that off-putting. Actually, it does give you access to this. No, it doesn't. Sorry. I thought I opened. Sorry, my mistake. This opens here. Sorry. There, the fuses are in there as well. And you know, you got steps up there. That might be a bit of a problem. If that were flat there, you wouldn't have a lot of space to get in here. But so why would you want to do that? Well, the answer's at the back. It's to give you all this space now in the garage. Look, you've got stacks of space in there now. Look how big it is, how tall it is. Oh, very good. And it works really nicely. Anyway, I'm going to turn that around, stop somebody else playing with it. And I think I'll turn this off as well. Lovely garage. Same size door, both ends. Very, very nice. So I didn't close that properly. There we go. It's still open. I'm just doing that for show. There, two full-size gas canisters here. This is where you have access to your tank, and you'd actually clean the sensors. I can't actually demonstrate that from here, because you've got to sort of put your hand out, have to put the camera inside and all that type of thing. There's your frost guard down there. So that's when you dump your water for winter. And okay, so the Bürstner 66 new vehicle, and new logo. In this case they're using both the old and the new logos. I don't like these. I think I've nothing against the new logo that looks like an iron. That's fair enough. But I don't like the idea that they sort of have a complete revamping of the brand and giving the dealers next to no notice whatsoever. So the dealers are left with a stack of old stock, and it's a very similar price to something like this, but with the old logos and all the rest of it, which they then are not going to get rid of except by discounting very highly. They're working on very tight margins as it is, with all the other costs they've got. My question would be for Burstner: will Burstner refund the dealers? Will it buy back the stock that the dealers are still holding? Well, of course we know the answer to that one. And this means that, in my opinion, what the Urban Humour Group has done is, I'd have to say, it's quite immoral, I think, anyway. So, anyway, it's also just something else which I don't like. It brought out a cheap brand, and to compete with the existing cheap brands, Carrado, Sunlight and the Trusco, which I just think is totally immoral. Anyway, that's my opinion. Other people might think differently. But I do think it will affect their relationship with their dealers in a big way. Bear in mind, as far as the manufacturer is concerned, the client is not the end user. The client is the dealer. They do not sell directly. Or Humour had this idea of selling directly, avoiding the dealers, but at the end of the day there's always problems. Every time you buy a motorhome, there's something wrong with it. It's impossible, well, exaggerating a bit, but it's highly unlikely a motorhome goes out without problems. And then if they expect the dealers to actually deal with stuff that they're selling directly, well, they might find that somewhat difficult. That's all my opinion anyway. Others may disagree. I do try to tell you the direct truth when it comes to things, stuff that other people won't tell you. I was saying not to buy Knaus Tabbert as from 2019, warning you about it, and I was completely vindicated by what happened with Knaus Tabbert later. And even the current boss of the company attacked the previous management, the ones I'd been attacking all those years, using far more aggressive language than I ever used. So anyway, I might be the worst at filming, I might be the worst at presentation, but I will tell you things as they are. I'll tell you the truth. I used to be a business publisher, and so I believe you tell people the truth. Anyway, you've seen the van, that's what you wanted to see, and I've told you a bit about the economic background behind it. Thanks for watching.